with one of the most amazing guests, Dr. Andrew Wakefield. I accidentally turned it off, but we recovered half an hour later.
Oh my
and he
goodness.
was so patient with us. But welcome to those of you who are tuning in and waiting to hear the show. We have an excellent show planned for us because, you know, what do we bring with us everywhere we go? Us. And what's the first thing people see? Our skin, our radiance. And how do we achieve that? Well, some people say you have to have a positive attitude. Yes, that's really important. And eat well because that shines through our skin. That's really important. But many of us neglect our skin. We use soaps and chemicals on our skin. So today we're talking with Rebecca Black, and later on we have Del Billis with Liberty Health Share is going to be joining us. And so I want to remind you that this is a radio show, and we have to take segment breaks. There are 4 segments, and those are uploaded, and we'll have conversations off the air with all of you on Facebook Live. And again, I would love for you guys to share this, tell your friends, invite your friends to join this party today, because fasten your seatbelts because we are going to learn and grow together. Oh, by the way, they're going to mute our mics, Rebecca, when the music goes on. But it's time to dance. Let's do it.
The Lillian McDermott Show.
We love, we fear. Bridges we burn, we make mistakes, then we live and learn. When life gets tough, and it seems like your best ain't good enough. If you're in need of hope, you know where I'll be right here, right here. And when you need a friend, you can count on me. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
This is the place you can always turn to when you need a friend. The Lillian McDermott Show. To reach out to Lillian, visit her on the web at whenyouneedafriend.com. Now let's all learn together. Here's Lillian McDermott.
Hello, my listening friend. It's so nice we can meet each other on the air on this beautiful, best day ever. And for those of you who have been tuning in to the show since 2011 or just tuned in yesterday for the first time, welcome back. But if this is the first time that you've tuned in, maybe you're on Facebook Live and the live audience that we have, or somebody, you were stumbling upon the radio this morning and you just stumbled upon us, just know that I've been waiting for you. Please know that this is a safe place where you can go to when you need a friend. It is my commitment to provide alternative ways to heal, and it is my mission to make awareness, responsibility, and truth a part of our everyday life. And I hope you, my listening, as well as my viewing friends, will feel empowered to embrace a new truth and live the life of your dreams, your best life ever. So today, we're talking about the most important organ of our body. Maybe it's not the most important organ, because we can work around it, but maybe it's the most neglected by many people, our skin. Our skin. And so Rebecca Black, who's the co-founder of Keep Me Safe Organics, you know I am crazy about Keep Me Safe Organics. I love it. It's the only product that I use on my skin, beauty product that I use on my skin. And we are talking about how to look good, not only from the inside. I know nutrition is important. I know positive thoughts and embracing what is in our life is important. But many of us are neglecting our skin. We're putting chemicals on our skin that we don't even know that we're doing it. So today, we're going to continue the razzle-dazzle with Rebecca Black of Keep Me Safe Organics, worldwide, by the way, worldwide. And we're going to talk about how to achieve radiant skin. Not just cleansed skin, but radiant skin. And since it is our sole purpose in life to give and receive love and knowledge. I am grateful that Rebecca Black is here to do just that. Welcome, Rebecca, to the Lillian McDermott radio show / classroom.
Yes. Thank you so much for that very warm welcome. And, the skin is pretty darn important. It is the largest organ of the body, but we really need all of our organs. So
yes,
I think
we do. We do.
But
I was trying to be dramatic.
It's the one that we feed on the outside. And I think it is the one that we take for granted the most, because what we don't really realize is that the skin is actually a filter for anything that we come in contact with. Our eyelashes are filters. Our hair on our head is a filter. The hair in our ears and our nose, those are all filters of the skin. And so we really take for granted what we expose it to on a daily basis. And for years and years and years, we thought we were doing a great job, like get our Dial soap out, or our Irish Spring, or our Dove bar, and, just wash it off in the shower. And then we transitioned to all these, beautiful smelling gels that have all these amazing fragrances in it, only to find out that these fragrances and a lot of the essentially liquid plastics that are inside of these things are causing this filter of ours to have some issues. And so we're going to talk today about how you can cleanse your skin. And once you cleanse your skin, how you can make it more radiant without compromising the integrity of this little filter, this big filter that we have all over us, because this thing takes a beating.
Yes.
The sun's rays are probably the most damaging thing that we are exposed to on the daily. And so it's really important to either wear protective clothing or on your exposed skin to wear a type of sunscreen. For me, I use the mineral foundations, and if I go outside, I put a little jacket on.
Well, good, really good. And you are so passionate about healthy skin. You live it, you breathe it. And now you have co-founded with Kelly Bono, Keep Me Safe Organics. And for those of you who would like to try Keep Me Safe Organics, it's the only product I use on my skin. And you can go to whenyouneedafriend.com, click on the icon for Keep Me Safe Organics, and enter code Lilly10, that's Lilly, the number 10, and you will get 10% off your entire purchase. This is my gift to you, my listening and my viewing friends, because I want you to feel that you're getting something even more so by being a follower and a member of our classroom, so that we can all learn and grow together. So go to whenyouneedafriend.com, check out all the different products. And we're going to talk off the air at facebook.com/Lillian's radio show. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Keep Me Safe Organics. So if you're not listening live, then keep joining us. Find us at Lillian's radio show. We're going to continue our conversation worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. We'll be right here waiting for you. Here we go.
I'll be right here waiting for you.
Okay, so Rebecca, because we have the most intelligent audience, Gabby wants to know, and I know I'm going to ask this question. This is kind of like off a little bit, but it really is part of it. Coloring our hair. Mm-hmm. And so Gabby says that she goes, I don't want to color my hair anymore. I have lots of gray hair. Is there something 100% natural for coloring hair?
Okay, so the answer is yes and no. Okay, so you have a lot of options, and there are a lot of companies that will say, oh, we have natural hair color, and it will cover gray. Okay, the only 100% all natural hair color is henna. Henna. That's the only one. There are a couple of salons and even local companies, worldwide companies actually, that will say, oh, we have organic color. Okay, well, our minerals can't be certified organic because there is no manufacturing process for naturally occurring minerals. Your hair color cannot be considered organic. And so if you're looking for a completely natural version, henna is your only option. And henna has a very red tint to it. So you have to keep that in mind. One thing that you can do is you can actually, instead of having the color touch your scalp, you can keep with the color that you're doing, but instead of having the color touch your scalp, have your stylist move you into a foil pattern or a balayage or an ombre pattern, and where they'll do like either a highlight where they'll brighten your pieces, or they'll do a low light, and they will keep that beautiful, beautiful contrast that is in there. But just the big thing to keep in mind is if you're trying to get away from coloring your hair because of the toxic overload, you need to move into keeping it off of your scalp. So that means you're moving into a foil and a dimensional coloring service. And your stylist should be able to handle that. If they're not, I can point you in the right direction.
I want to be pointed in the right direction because that's something that I've been looking at the natural stuff from Italy. And so maybe we can talk about that, because I don't want to share any brands, because, once you share a brand, then you've given them an endorsement. And I really haven't done the research other than, you want to cover your roots, you want to cover your gray. And of course, it's touching your scalp. So that's a great question, Gabby. Thank you so much for that. And
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
welcome back to the Lillian McDermott radio show / classroom, where we always learn and grow together. Today's teacher is Rebecca Black, and we are learning all about, somebody is giving me a call here. We're learning all about how to achieve radiant skin. Now, we lock up all our chemicals underneath our kitchen sink or in a special place, but then we buy chemicals, or we buy products for our skin, beauty products that are FDA approved, that look really wonderful, they smell fabulous, and we put it on our skin, and we're putting the equivalent of some of those chemicals on our skin. Really quick, Rebecca, I know that Keep Me Safe Organics has the top 10 no-no list on there. Do you have this also on your website?
I don't know if that is on the website. And if it's not, that is something we need to get on the website.
Yes, I think it's so. And you can always go to whenyounneedafriend.com to learn more about Keep Me Safe Organics. And when you go through there, you get enter Lily 10 and get 10% off your entire purchase if you want to try. And if people want to try these products, is it a 100% money back guarantee, Rebecca?
So for all orders, we have an exchange policy. Anything that you get that you do not like, we will gladly exchange that out for you. And if you are making a return, that has to be done within 3 days.
3 days. Okay. And then at that point, they can just return the product. But if they, let's say they get a color for their skin, it doesn't quite blend, and they're like in all over the world, you can send it back to them once they try it. Can you send little samples or?
Yep. So that is actually what we would end up doing. We would get them some samples to nail down, and then they would send us the color back that doesn't match for them. And then we would get the new one sent out for them.
Perfect. Okay. So let's start with radiant skin. What are some of the chemicals that are approved, and why is it that there's a lot of companies saying that they are organic, like we were talking off the air, but they really aren't non-synthetic, like Keep Me Safe Organics is non-synthetic, as well as all organic and no toxic chemicals. So let's talk about how people can call their product organic when they may be 30%, 50% organic.
Okay. So the thing with the word organic, the only way that something can carry the USDA certified organic symbol is if it is 90 or 95% organic. So a lot of people will use the name organic in their brand. And I mean, even us, if you notice, our brand is Keep Me Safe. Mm-hmm. And we say we are made with organic ingredients because I believe in transparency above everything. And our minerals cannot be certified organic. Our tinted lip balms have the same base as our flavored lip balms. The flavored lip balms are certified organic. Mm-hmm. These cannot be certified organic because of the naturally occurring minerals that are in there. So you can say made with 30% organic ingredients. This is where the consumer has to pay attention to the labeling, because the FDA and the Federal Trade Commission, they have some pretty darn strict guidelines about what you put on your products and your packaging. So whenever you say we're made with 30% organic ingredients, you are letting the consumer know that 70% of your products are either synthetic or non-organic. And you don't know if they are GMO either. Like us, none of our ingredients are genetically modified, and all of our products are Leaping Bunny certified. All of our suppliers are Leaping Bunny certified, and all of our plastics are BPA free. So you have to really pay attention to what brand you are buying. What is on that label? Does it say made with 60% organic ingredients? Like our soaps, they are 85% organic. So there's 15% that are your clays and stuff like that. You can't certify those organic. You can't. There's no manufacturing process for that.
So what's the minimum that you can call yourself organic? What's the minimum? So you can just call yourself organic and just state what percentage organic you are.
I would advise all of those companies. I'm purposely diverting for that because me saying that is actually giving legal advice, and I'm not licensed to do that.
Okay.
However, if you pay attention to your labels and see, do they have the name organics in the ingredient list? Does it have the seal? If it has the seal, you know that it is at least 90% organic. Mm-hmm. If it doesn't have the seal and it's saying organic, look over on the back, look and see how many of the ingredients are organic, and then you go from there. And just because something is not organic doesn't mean that it's bad too. That's another thing to keep in mind.
Very good. Very good. I just want us to, as consumers, to be aware of what we're buying, because there's a lot of things that we buy thinking, oh, this is good for us, but then it might have fragrance. It might have, something that is not even close to being non-synthetic. Yep. So with that in mind, let's talk about radiant skin. What are some of the things that we need to consider when achieving this kind of radiant skin?
Yes. Okay. So whenever you clean your skin, whether you're washing your face or you're washing your body, you are doing two things. You are removing all of the surface oil, and you are removing all of the surface pollutants, toxins, and bacteria. So you are getting all of those off. So whenever you do that, a lot of times your skin will feel dry because you've taken its natural oil off of it. So you've got to put that oil back on. And that's the secret to radiant skin. And depending on where you are in life, if you're going through a pregnancy, if you've weight gain, weight loss, puberty, like whenever we go through puberty, I know myself, I've never had children, but I have stretch marks because of puberty, and people don't believe that I have stretch marks, but I have stretch marks. But so you may need something that actually feeds your skin with botanical ingredients, plant-based ingredients, like our new balm does. It has the rosehip seed oil in it, which is amazing and loaded with so many antioxidants and vitamins and minerals. And then we couple that with calendula oil, which has bioflavonoids, which are super healing, very, very, very moisturizing for the skin. And then moringa oil. It is the tree of life. It gives life back to your skin. So once you've cleansed your skin and it's nice and clean, you need to put some of that natural moisture back in it. And so we have two options for that. We have a lighter weight lotion, the ultra hydrating lotion, which we're going to be giving away.
Yes, yes, we're giving, what are we giving away today?
So we are going to be giving away 2 of our signature ultra hydrating body lotion, scented only with organic essential oils. And it is so lightweight and so dreamy. I just want to do like a demonstration here because a lot of people, whenever they get lotions, it is greasy or oily and it doesn't last all day. So this is about the size of a garbanzo bean right here on the back of my skin. All right, so I want you to put it on, Lillian, and I want you to rub it in. And I want you to just pay attention to how well it rubs in. And it does not feel greasy.
No,
and it keeps your skin moisturized all day. And I want to tell you why that is, because the top 3 ingredients in this lotion are aloe, which is so moisturizing. In Florida, we almost all have aloe plants in the house. You get those sunburns, you put it right on because it's a beautiful moisturizing and healing barrier. It boosts the collagen of your skin for that firmness. The second ingredient is safflower oil, which is a protecting oil for the skin. It helps to protect that skin. And then the third ingredient, completely transparent, and it does not feel greasy. The third ingredient is the rosehip seed oil, which actually feeds those vitamins and minerals back into the skin. And it is such a beautiful, describe the scent for me.
I can't. It's almost like you feel like you're in a botanical garden.
Yes.
That's
is it more floral or is it a fresher smell?
It's not a floral. It's a fresher smell.
Yes. Yes.
Is that what you went for?
Yes.
Because we haven't even talked about, you never even asked me about this.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. And so I love the
lime. Does this have lime?
Yes. Cedarwood and lime, the essential oils of cedarwood and lime, because a lot of people are really sensitive to the beautiful flowers of jasmine and gardenia and rose and lilies, and they're beautiful, beautiful smells, but a lot of people are highly allergic to them or very sensitive to them. And so we just wanted something that is nice and lightweight. The smell does not linger forever, and it feeds the skin to really, really, really protect it.
It's very refreshing. It's like you put it on, it's like having a glass of Perrier with some lime in it. Something.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And listen, that is my favorite poolside drink, by the way. Yeah. Like a fresh orange slice or a lemon or a lime slice and a glass of Perrier. Bubbles. This girl loves bubbles.
Well, I love the fact that you love bubbles. I love bubbles too. And so when we are doing this hydrating of our skin, do we start that after we wash our face? So when we wash our face, I have some questions. I remember learning a long time ago, and I don't know if this is real, that when we don't wash our face at night, we're aging our skin 14 days. That's what I learned. I don't know if that's real, but I have always, it doesn't matter how late it is, I have always washed my face at night. Now, do we need to wash our face in the morning? And that's a little debate. Can you share some light upon that?
Yes. And so we have 2 things there. The importance of washing your face at night. Yeah. This is why it's so darn important to wash your face at night before you go to bed. Because when you go to bed, you're laying your head on the pillow, which is a fabric. And as you sleep, your cells go through a repair cycle. And so they're in that repair cycle. Those dead cells get stuck on that pillowcase. So whenever you forget to wash your face, now you have the dirt and the bacteria from the day, and then you put it on your pillowcase.
And the pillowcase is then
a breeding ground for bacteria, and then that's why you wake up with dull skin. You may wake up with acne, pimples, and just yuckiness.
Okay. And so what about exfoliation? So what about in the morning? So if you wash your face at night and you put on, what should you put on at night on your skin for Keep Me Safe Organics?
You should put on the squalane serum. And then in the morning, if your skin you have oily skin or acne prone skin, you probably want to give your skin an extra wash and then another a lighter weight moisturizer, or even the toner, depending on your skin type. And
I love the toner. After I cleanse my skin, I use your toner. Why is the toner important?
So the toner is important because it's like a vitamin spray for the face. It's aloe and neroli flower water, which are super hydrating and just very balancing.
Very good. Very good. And so we are excited to talk about our radiant skin. Yes, nutrition is important. Yes, a positive attitude is important. But neglecting our skin is kind of like neglecting our best friend. All of us, it's all about all, not just one thing. And today we're giving away the Ultra Hydrating Body Lotion. So we'll tell you who's going to win today when we return worldwide at whenyouneedafriend.com. Join us at Facebook Live at Lillian's Radio.
I'll be right here waiting for you.
So for our listeners that are our viewers today that are watching on Facebook Live, and if they live outside the United States, maybe Canada is good, right? Did you say that Canada is good, Rebecca? But two of these, so the seventh message that we received today, that I receive on Messenger, we'll receive we have two, so we'll give one during the radio show and one for our listeners. Or are we giving two for our listeners today?
We're giving two for the listeners today, and the listeners, because we have viewers and we have listeners, so we're giving away two.
We're giving away for the viewers.
Yes.
Okay, so if you are watching us on Facebook Live, Keep Me Safe Organics is offering you one. So two people get to call or text. So the number to call is 407-373-5959. You can text me also, or you can send me a message on Messenger. The seventh person to do that. I guarantee you're going to love it. I love it. It's been a great find. But we got Dale Billis of Liberty Health Share joining us today. I'm really excited that you are here. The background looks a little different, Dale. Why is that?
It is different. I'm on the road traveling, and so this is the Airbnb house I get to stay in.
Wow, this is beautiful. That's a beautiful Airbnb.
Yeah, it's an 1812 structure in a little Pennsylvania town here in central PA, and it's just lovely beyond description.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, today, Dale, we're talking about cleansing our skin. As a man, you probably, do you neglect your skin? And Rebecca, is Keep Me Safe Organics good for men?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Everybody.
I'll admit it.
You do? What do you wash your face with, Dale?
Soap.
Dale, we can help you. Dale,
yes.
I'm going to send you a face bar that I need you to switch over to, okay?
Well, that is so kind.
Yes, listen, I'm saving the world one person at a time.
One at a time. There we go.
So today, Dale, we're going to be talking about the toxins on our skin. So Rebecca has been affiliate sponsor of the Lillian McDermott radio show now, I don't know, since last August we started working together, and I've been using Keep Me Safe Organics on my skin, and it's been amazing. And the transformation, I didn't even realize the toxins. So there's and
count on me. I'll be right here waiting for you.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
Welcome back to the Lillian McDermott radio show / classroom where we all learn together. So the 7th caller or texter, 407-373-5959, will win ultra hydrating body lotion. But we are giving more away for those of you who are watching on Facebook Live at Lillian's radio show worldwide. I'm so excited to grow the show with you, this classroom where we all take 100% responsibility for our life. Many of you think, why are you doing a show on cleansing or beauty products? It's because we neglect our skin. But that's not all we neglect. We neglect our past. Sometimes we neglect our feelings. Sometimes we neglect that we hate what we're doing. But this is where we stop and say, stop sabotaging, stop torturing ourselves, stop feeling bad about yourself. And instead, let's move towards resolving all this pain, resolving all this issue, instead of dragging it like a sack of potatoes because you think it's painful to deal with all these things. I think it's more painful to drag it everywhere you go because it keeps us from living our best life. And if you are done with all this dragging and you're ready to take 100% responsibility, spirit, mind, and body, this is the place where we need to subscribe to. Our tribe, our vibe attracts our tribe. So I'm hoping that I am attracting you to whenyouneedafriend.com and subscribe there. While you're there, check out all the little buttons. You just have to click it. That's it. And it'll take you to where you need to subscribe, follow. So at Lillian's radio show on Facebook, you can follow and subscribe. And on my YouTube channel, you can subscribe there. And whenever you subscribe, you get emails. You get the show sent to you. It depends on what your parameters are. If you want everything sent to you, you'll get it. The show's sent right to your phones or tablets. So it's convenient. You can listen to the shows at any time. And so since this is a free show and you get to enjoy this classroom of learning and growth, I ask that for those who are investing in the show, our sponsors, that you figure out, there's a sponsors button, that you figure out different ways that you can support my sponsors the way they are supporting the show. And I've had many of you ask me, how can you support this classroom because you feel you're growing with me? I've had so many people ask, and we're listening. And if you want to be a part of the show as well, we are coming up with a plan. So stay tuned for that. And also, just know that you can call or text 407-373-5959. 7th caller or texter will win this ultra hydrating body lotion. And I'm excited about this. And also for those of you who are watching on Facebook Live for the live broadcast at Lillian's radio show, you will get some free gifts as well. Someone asked me off the air what kind of lip color I have on today, and this is the Burgundy Lip Balm. And speaking of lip balm, Rebecca, let's talk about the Balm Balm.
The Balm. Yes, it's the Balm. Oh my goodness.
Love Thy Skin Balm.
Yes, and Dale, I just want to know, what kind of balm do you have on? Do I need to throw you some citrus or some coconut lip balm in with your activated charcoal bar that you're going to get?
I am grateful to be here and be a part of the classroom, as Lillian says. I recognize that our skin is our largest body organ, and we need to be paying attention to it. So yes. I'm in the classroom.
Yay. Okay, so that is the voice of, I haven't introduced him yet, that's Dale Bellis. He's the founder and chairman of Liberty HealthShare, one of our sponsors that I belong to. I'm a member of Liberty HealthShare and a proud member as such. And I'll bring him into the conversation in just a few. Let's talk about exfoliation, Rebecca Black, because men don't exfoliate the way women, well, actually they do, they shave. That's a form of exfoliation. And Dale, you can join in at any time. But I asked Dale the question, I said, do you what do you cleanse your skin with? So this is a show for men as well as women. So let's talk about the benefits of exfoliation, cleansing, using organic products. So you have the floor.
So you got it. And thank you for that. So exfoliation is so important because just like we talked about when you go to sleep, if you don't wash your face before you go to bed, and use a washcloth or, like a little bit of pressure to get it off, you're not exfoliating those dead skin cells off. And it happens on your skin too. All those little dry, flaky patches that you see on your skin, your legs get dry, especially as women. We shave the legs, and so we exfoliate there. When men, they shave their face, so they exfoliate there. But it's super important to get those dead skin cells off. And when you get those dead skin cells off, depending on the skin underneath and what your skin needs, you can use a really super hydrating balm or a lotion. So we're giving away the lotion today, but we did just release an amazing balm that is perfect because it feeds your skin. If you are pregnant, or or want to become pregnant, maybe you're after pregnancy, maybe you have dry cuticles, cracked cuticles, dry cracked heels, super scaly patches, dry patches on your skin, wherever it is, this balm is so amazing. And it has the super healing calendula oil in it, which is also antifungal. It has rosehip seed oil, which is that vitamin powerhouse for the skin, and then the organic moringa oil in there, the tree of life, to keep your skin in a beautiful life cycle. Because a lot of times whenever your skin is unhealthy out here, you have internal issues as well, and you require more medical care. Another cream, another lotion, another potion. You need something else. Whenever your inside isn't good, sometimes the first place we see it is on the skin.
Yeah. And unfortunately, when we see things on the skin, we run to our doctor and they give us more chemicals. It doesn't address the issue, which could be an allergy to gluten. It could be an allergy to dairy. It could be just about anything. And so all we're doing is hushing up the body, telling us that this is not something good. And of course, there's squalane. Is something different. One of our viewers today is asking about the miracle of squalane, which I absolutely love.
Yes.
Right here. I use it every morning, and I use it under my eyes in the daytime.
Beautiful eye cream. And so because the squalane that we use, it is plant derived, and it is super, super, super stable too. So it is the closest oil to the skin's actual structure. And so it easily seeps in to, on a cellular level, to really, really nourish your skin. So that's why it's such an amazing primer, as well as a serum. It has the date seed extract in it, which has polyphenols, brightens with a lot of different ingredients, but polyphenol rich. So it's really brightening, firming, tightening of the skin. It is hands down my favorite product that we have right now.
I do too. I like it too. Okay. So now, Dale Billis, were you expecting to come into the Lillian McDermott radio show classroom today and discover that soap is not so good for your face?
No, I did not. But I'm glad to be a learner.
Well, share a little bit about yourself, Dale, and where you're at today. Anything new in our freedom? I mean, we just had a scare up in New York when they're demanding that people get vaccinated or being fined $500. That's scary stuff. And you're all about our freedom. So is there anything that we need to learn about our freedom when it comes to our health?
We are in a national contest of ideas regarding healthcare. In fact, I just heard this morning on the news, a well-known national leader and politician declare that you and I and every other citizen in America have the right to have our health care paid for by the government. Now, I have to tell you, I differ with that viewpoint. I believe we have the right to manage and direct the care of our bodies, but how that is then paid for is a whole different issue.
Yeah.
And so we have this contest of ideologies that's going on in America today. Maybe the next generation will determine where we land. But I'm here to declare that we have the God-given right to manage, direct, and care for the health of our bodies. And that's because we're creatures of God. This body that I've been given, I'm responsible for and I'm a steward of. And I'm grateful for Rebecca's awareness that we need to pay attention to this skin that God's given us. It's so indicative of our overall health profile. And so we simply need to take responsibility for the care of our health.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Dale, I love how everything you do together, you always connect it to the truth that we're learning on the Lillian McDermott radio show. LibertyHealthShare.org. That's LibertyHealthShare.org. 855-58-LIBERTY. That's 855-585-4237. To learn more, you can go to whenyouneedafriend.com and click on the Liberty Health Share button. And here is the 7th caller or texter will win the Ultra Hydrating Body Lotion. And if you're watching on Facebook Live, so join us at Lillian's Radio Show. We'll be
right here waiting for you.
So we have Steve who has joined us. Hello, Steve, and Judy. I'm so glad that you're here. And Yvonne from Malaysia. She's watching from Malaysia. And Maria, welcome. Join us I'm so glad that you are here. So Dale, why is it that we're going backwards when it comes to healthcare? This is crazy stuff.
Well, it's a failure to really grasp the connection between the founding principles of our nation and the modern issues we're confronted with today. Those founding principles were based upon empowering the liberty and freedom of the individual. And here today in modern world, we're faced a national crisis about healthcare. And the reflex frequently is to go to failed ideologies that sound good, but don't deliver on those promises. And socialized medicine is simply one of those failed promises. We need to go back to our roots. And the roots are that you and I are endowed by our Creator with certain unalienable rights. It's the right of the individual. It doesn't relate to the group or the collective. It's about how we live our individual lives in our nation and have that freedom and opportunity. That's why, frankly, we're confronted with these prospects that are being trotted out as solutions when they're really not.
Well, it sounds good that the government's going to pay for our insurance, but that means the government will also control our health care.
That's the harsh reality.
And
exactly
we have
right.
learned that if we don't take care of ourselves, no one will. And that's why it's so important for us to unite and take a stand and say, I'm taking responsibility for my own health. I'm taking responsibility for my life, for the things I put in my mouth, on top of my body, or what I think, and make sure that we all pay for it. And if we all decide, I want to pay for it, then we can choose what we want. That's what I love about Liberty Health Share. We're going to talk a little bit about Liberty Health Share because I see we're about to get started and our mics will be muted soon. But I'm hoping that we're all dancing with the theme song as we go out there. But Dale, I heard the tap on the phone. Okay, here we go. We're about to get muted.
You can text Lillian McDermott or leave her a voicemail at 407-373-5959. Once again, here's Lillian.
So welcome back to the Lillian McDermott Radio Show classroom, where we all learn together. And joining us today as our teachers is Rebecca Black, founder of Keep Me Safe Organics. Just love Keep Me Safe Organics. Made me aware of the toxic chemicals that I was putting all over my skin and wondering, why is my skin so dry? And we also have the founder and chairman of Liberty Health Share. About almost 3 years ago, I walked away from insurance, not by choice, but by divine intervention. And because of that divine intervention, and I found myself without insurance, even though I thought I paid for it, the company I gave the money to did not. And so because I found that out through divine intervention, I discovered that there's a new truth about that too. And in comes Del Bellis, founder and chairman, of how you guys are able to create a low cost, because I pay, was it $250? Because I'm a longtime member. I think it's $300 to be a single, and the first $1,000 are non-shared amount. And once I reach that, then Liberty Health Share supports me 100%. This is better than government. This is better than the government paying for me. So let's talk about Liberty Health Share. And why doesn't everybody have Liberty Health Share? Let's talk about that, Dale.
Pardon me. Yes, we've been taught for generations that the only way to pay for healthcare costs is through a third-party healthcare arrangement where I send my premium away to an insurance company. It suddenly becomes their money. They make decisions about my health. They dole out that money based on their values and interests. And the patient, the individual consumer, the customer, gets left behind. We're here to say there's a better way. It's when you and I and other individuals across America of like mind, both spiritual and ethical values, band together and say we're going to pay each other's medical bills, where we are empowered as the individual customer to make choices and decisions about our care. So if the money comes from my pockets, and in this case, the pockets of my fellow members, that changes my whole mentality. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the costs of my care. I'm evaluating the treatment plan. I'm eliminating unnecessary care. And that's why our costs, because we're health conscious, health aware, it's our bodies at stake, by the way, it simply changes the game in terms of costs. And it's $199 for a single, as you mentioned, $299 for a couple, $529 for a family, regardless of how many children, whatever the size of the family. Those costs are because it's our pockets. We've got skin in the game, and that changes the entire mechanism for healthcare.
Absolutely. And I want people to know, I want everybody to know, my listeners, my viewers, that this health share is Affordable Care Act exempt. It is truly affordable because we were a part of the Affordable Care Act and it was very expensive. And plus we were fined because we made too much money after we canceled the plan, which I still think I should get the $7,000 back. I don't know. But we ended up having to pay that kind of money because of uncertainty that was throughout the whole thing. Also, up to $1 million per incident. So when Dale talks about we pay each other's bills and we send each other love and affection and care for one another, and we ourselves manage our own care as opposed to somebody making a decision for us, it's not just people just writing a check for us. This is an organization that's been around for a while, a long time. Dale, talk about why you started Liberty Health Share.
Well, it was because upon the passage of the Affordable Care Act, I realized the government's intrusion in this private, personal area of our lives was really problematic, and we needed to find a way to meet healthcare costs without the government telling me how to use my own dollars. That's an issue of personal freedom and liberty, not to speak of conscience. Mm-hmm. Those of us here at Liberty Health Share, our dollars don't go for those conscience-busting costs relative to abortion, abortifacients, and other expenses, number one. But number two, it's really about my individual freedom before God. to manage my care. That's what motivated me. We launched Liberty Health Share as a continuation of a sharing program that's been in existence since 1995. So as you mentioned, we've been around for a while, and it's truly succeeded as a grassroots movement across America as people drop out of third-party insurance and instead rely on this community of mutual aid and mutual assistance.
Yes, and I love all the love we're getting as you're speaking. I think everybody's just getting fired up, Dale. They're sending us love on Facebook. I love that. For those of you who want to learn more, you can go to whenyouneedafriend.com. They're one of our main sponsors for the show. Click on the button, and then you'll be able to make your way into learning out more. And what I love about this is that it follows the guidelines that if I want to get blood work, if I want to go to get imaging, I find the most affordable place that I can go to so that I am a part of making choices for my life. And the number is 855-58-LIBERTY. That's 855-585-4237. Or you can go to libertyhealthshare.org. So many different ways to learn more. Dale, when we're talking about, I have to share the story when I first joined Liberty Health Share, and about a week later, I was having some migraines. I was having I had never experienced that before. And I had called and they said, you go to the emergency room. And I went to the emergency room, and within like a short period of time, I had like a $3,000 bill. And at the time, I had walked away from traditional insurance. And when I told them that it was a self-pay Liberty Health Share, that I was responsible for this, it went down from $3,000 to I think it was $1,000 or something like very, very low. How is it that that made a difference with the pricing just because I had Liberty Health Share?
We've arrived at a place in American healthcare where there are multiple levels of billing in healthcare, not the true cost of care, but rather what they're able to receive from insurance companies and other payers. And it really does create an inequity, so that when they realize this is a group of self-pay, private pay, direct pay patients, the costs come tumbling down, because then they begin to bill at the true cost of their service. And that's what we see over and over again. We share those costs, and it's frankly about, we're sharing in 40% on average of what's billed. That tells us that there's a billing problem in America, and you and I as consumers can push back and get fair billing when we require it.
Yeah, and I see this in my career as well as when somebody else pays for me. Yeah. I don't care how much it costs, right? If I have a blank check, I'm not going to look at cost. And as a marketer, sometimes I plan lunches, and if the groups that want to order for themselves order 10 times as much as I would order for them. And so we have this mentality that, if somebody else is paying, we can get whatever we want whenever we want. So I love the fact that aligning ourselves with this accountability is Liberty Health Share. And I want to thank you for being a sponsor of the Lillian McDermott radio show. Thank you.
It's our honor, and we talk about alignment. Our alignment with you and your mentality regarding health and well-being is just so perfectly fitted together. So
and
it's
who knew?
for us.
And who knew that you would be talking and learning about cleansing your skin today, and you still fit in, Del Bellis. You're an amazing man. Thank you so much. And that's libertyhealthshare.org. That's libertyhealthshare.org. And we're going to continue our conversation after the show, because we're going to get more tips from Rebecca Black. So please join us at facebook.com/Lillian's radio show. So Dale, thank you so much. You're an amazing man. And Rebecca Black, thank you. For those of you, can go to whenyouneedafriend.com, click on that icon and get 10% off. Lily10 is the code. And please remember, I'll be right here waiting for you worldwide at whenyounneedafriend.com. This is Lillian McDermott wishing you love, peace, joy, and unexpected abundance. Make it the best day ever.
The opinions and advice expressed on the Lillian McDermott radio show are intended for the individual callers and guests on the program and are presented to our wider audience solely for general educational purposes. Please act responsibly and consult personally with your own medical, psychological, or nutritional expert before taking any steps to improve your life.
Dale, is there anything else that you would like to share with us before you go?
Other than the fact that, Lillian, this is probably the last time that I'll be with you. I'm taking that step into a new phase of life in terms of retirement. My son, Matt, will be succeeding me in this role, and he'll do well, and he's as passionate as I am. So, but it's been such a pleasure, such a delight to get to know you personally, and thank you for your advocacy and enthusiasm about Liberty Health Share.
Well, Dale, I'm sorry to see you go. You have been, I don't think anybody says ever the way you do. and I absolutely love what you have done. What a great legacy and a baton that you're handing to your son. I don't know. I have not met him yet. I think the next time is Matt's going to be on the show, I heard. Right. And I'm looking forward to meeting him. And if he's anything like you, I would like to encourage you to come on the show with him. Maybe consider it. But
I might do that. Absolutely.
Yes, that way you can do the baton passing right in front of us, in front of our eyes, because this is what this is about. It's not about walking away from something. It's about embracing something else. And I know that knowing you for as long as I have and doing the show together, I know you're not retiring. You are embracing something new, and you're going to be a force to be reckoned with once you start announcing what that is. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. That's incredibly rewarding to hear. And I'm just anxious to see what that new chapter will unfold.
I'm excited for you as well. Thank you, Dale. And I will miss our every other week chats, and I'm hoping that maybe we can create a little special text for each other so that we can keep each other connected. Thank you so much, and bless you and everything. Much success in everything that you do from this point on.
God bless. Thank you.
Take care, Dale. What a great man. And I'll get I'll get his address so that you can.
I know. I feel so privileged. I feel so privileged to be on his last show. I really enjoyed him.
Yeah.
And one thing that kind of came up. Do we have like a few minutes?
We have some time. We have some time. Yes.
Okay.
So those of you who want to continue on are still join us. Go ahead.
Yeah. And so one thing that I wanted to ask, and listening to you and Dale go back and forth about you going to the emergency room or whatever it was that you were going to, I know for myself, I have very, very, very dense breasts. There's zero history of breast cancer, but my breasts are so dense you wouldn't even know. Mm-hmm. And so the first time that I asked for screening, I'm over the age of 35. At first I caught they're like, well, there's no family history, so you don't really need to do any extra screening. I'm like, but no, I want to be screened extra. I want to be screened extra. And I had to almost demand it. And so in listening to you and Dale, and the reason I had to demand it is because my insurance that I pay an arm and 5 legs for,
I know.
I mean, it cost me individually almost $600 a month for insurance.
Yes.
But the thought of, taking that safety net away from me is a little terrifying. But one thing that's interesting that I picked up on there was that you were able to go and get whatever it was that you wanted right then. If you would have wanted to gone in and got an MRI right then and there, you went in and were able to get it. Yeah. It costs you less to get the MRI than it would have paying into your monthly insurance premium and then your copay for the MRI. It costs you less.
It cost me, well, so here's what happened, and I've shared this before, so I'll share the story. What happened was that I found myself without insurance. You heard the story. I was paying, but the company that was getting my money wasn't paying for the insurance.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found myself, and when the student is ready, the teacher appears.
Mm-hmm.
And on comes this group that I was interviewing, and it was funded by Liberty Health Share. And shortly after I made the decision, it was kind of scary. My husband had joined another company, and we were making the decision whether or not to be added to his insurance for $500 a month. But then when I learned about Liberty Health Share, it was like $199 for me to join, with a $500 non-shared amount, which would have been my out-of-pocket expenses. This was when I first joined. They had never received an increase until just last year. And so now it's $250 for me, but it's $300 for people that are coming in new. And they're kind of like, rewarding loyalty for people who are loyal. So it did increase, but not as much as new members that were joining. And so I decided that for that amount, I'd give it a try. And once now it's $1,000. Once that $1,000 non-shared amount is met, then they pay 100% of the expenses. But here's the thing. We have to be responsible for making sure that what we're doing, like if you were to buy a car, are you going to go to the most expensive dealership, buy the most expensive car, or are you going to shop around?
Yeah, we're going to shop around. We always want the best price, no matter what it is that we're buying. We always want the best price.
That's right. So if I need to have any kind of diagnostics, or if I have to do, so sometimes I call my representative and I say, hey, I need to have whatever I need to have. Is there a place near my area that's the best price? And they'll do the research for me, or I'll do the research for myself. And I'll call them up and I say, I have to have this done. And they just, if it requires pre-authorization, they just do it right then and there. They check it out, they get the doctor's notes, and it's done. And I can go also to chiropractors. I can go to alternatives. I can go to, but if it's an alternative doctor, which I choose to go to, integrative, holistic, I just need to make sure that their cost for testing isn't exorbitant either. So I want to be courteous to them and say, this is what I'm planning on doing. This is the pricing. And then they can either negotiate for me on my behalf. But it's been an incredible journey. It's been 3 years since I joined Liberty Health Share, and I have not looked back. I'm looking forward, and getting to know Dale has been an incredible gift on top of that. But I don't know if that answered your question.
Yes, it did.
But
it did.
Yeah, but being able, and while I was in the emergency visit, they did a CT scan. They couldn't find anything wrong with me. But I decided to go to the chiropractor, and they just, I go to an upper cervical chiropractor, and she was able to manipulate whatever was happening, and it allowed for my body to heal naturally. So those are, and Liberty Health Share pays for my chiropractic visit. So it's just one of those things where until you're faced with that moment, you don't know. Like with me, with Keep Me Safe Organics, and going back to Keep Me Safe Organics, it wasn't until I started looking at, well, why is my skin so dry? I'm getting older, and I understand it's the typical signs of aging, but does it have to be, Rebecca? Does it have to be? What is it that we're putting on our skin that's causing dryness and wrinkles and all of that?
Yes. And it truly is because we're over drying the skin, and a lot of manufacturers put ingredients in there that actually kill the cell's natural ability to reproduce, or there's an ingredient that is a synthetic form of a naturally occurring vitamin that your skin needs. And then because it's synthetic, your cells don't know how to react when you put it on there. And so it causes them to start mutating. And then we start getting extra freckles, and then that turn into age spots, that turn into skin cancer. And by no means am I saying that what you're putting on your skin is causing cancer. Please do not misunderstand it.
I know you're saying that it's not. As you're not saying that we're not, but we need to be responsible to research if it could.
Yes.
Because
For sure.
every ingredient that is in there should be tested, and we should look at, just like when you take a pill and a medication, you know, each pill has an adverse reaction. Everything we take, even healthy food, has a adverse reaction, which happens to be healthy all over.
Yes.
You know, so, you know, you could take a pill that could be causing you diarrhea, it could be causing you itchy skin, or it could cause death.
Yes.
Don't you think it's worth our while to look into what could possibly happen if
Absolutely.
I put that in or on my body?
Absolutely. 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 And so for me, I love to take the guesswork out for people, you know, like hair, skin, and nails. That is my jam. I love doing those. I love helping people with any kind of problems they have with those. And the way that I serve on a greater platform is to just have products that people can buy. I've done the guesswork for you. I don't need to read your ingredient list because I've already checked it out. I've already vetted it. This is what you need for your skin to help keep it be radiant and keep those cells functioning properly, and to support your body's natural ability to heal itself, just like Dale was sharing. We all, like, the Creator made us all, and our bodies are amazing things, and we have the ability to heal within ourselves.
Yes,
and
we do.
We may not be able to heal everything on our own. We may need to boost up some things here and there, but we have the ability, when our body and our cells are healthy and they're not contaminated constantly with toxins, pollutants, and stuff like that, we have the ability to have beautiful skin all the way through our life, inside and out. We have that ability, and it is our choice, and it is our responsibility to make an educated choice about what you're putting on. Because once you know that Dove bar that you've been using on your face,
Yes,
I've used it myself. Once you become aware, and I just encourage you to, there's an app called Think Dirty.
yes, I use it all the
Think,
time.
THINK, Dirty, DIRTY, the Think Dirty app. I want you to take your favorite Bath and Body Works product, your favorite Irish Spring, your Dove, whatever it is that you are washing with, and just give it a little scan and educate yourself of what it is that you're putting on your skin every single day. And that's all I ask. Just educate yourself. And if you find that there's room for improvement in anything that you're using on your skin, please let us know.
Education is power.
For you. Yes.
Education is power. And for those of you who have just tuned in and started watching the show, the 7th message that I get, you know, I said, actually, we were giving away 2. So it would be the 7th and 9th. So I'll do 7th and 9th. And if you guys want to text me at 407-373-5959, this is what I use on my skin. So really quickly, we were talking about the squalane. I love squalane.
Yes.
I love how it feels on my skin. And I love the fact that there's nothing synthetic, that it's non-toxic, it's organic. And so is this an exfoliant? The mud?
Okay, so that is the glacier mud. Yes. So it exfoliates in the sense that it oxygenates your cells. So whenever you put it on, you'll notice like some tingling, and you'll notice like it gets warm and it's tingling, and it's because it is oxygenating those cells. And so think about peroxide. What does it do? It oxygenates, and it does the little bubbles underneath there. And that's essentially a visual demonstration of what's happening under your skin whenever you put that on. And what makes it even more exfoliating is whenever you remove it with a soft washcloth. You don't want to put too much pressure on the skin, because your face skin is thinner than the rest of the skin on your body. But when you remove it with a gentle washcloth, that also helps to slough off those surface dead cells.
Okay. How much should we exfoliate, and should we exfoliate our lips?
Okay, so each person is different with exfoliation. I myself, I have normal skin, so I exfoliate usually once a month. If my skin is super oily, something is going on, you know, I'm having a hormonal breakout or something like that, I will exfoliate probably twice during that week if I'm hormonal during that time.
Okay.
So each person is different. So when you have dry skin, you know, like that chronic flaky dry skin, you actually do need to exfoliate, but the key is you have to very gently exfoliate. And the mud is perfect for that because it oxygenates the cells. And so it's not causing any extra skin cells to come off that don't need to come off. It's actually speeding up the cell shedding process. And so if you have oily skin, you still need to exfoliate to make sure you're getting all that surface dirt and bacteria off of the skin. With normal skin, you just do it on an as-needed basis, truly. And if you have combination skin, so you might have some dry patches over here and you might be super oily in the T-zone. You have to treat each area of your skin for what it is. So the dry patches, you got to be more gentle with them. They need more moisture. They may need the squalane 3 times a day. They definitely need the squalane before you go to bed, and they need a moisturizer on top of it. When you wake up in the morning, it needs more squalane on there, possibly throughout the day, until you can get those cells in that area back to their normal routine.
So you can kind of teach the cells to kind of, okay.
When you support your body's natural function, your body is naturally in a normal state. You may have more oil production at certain times. You may sweat more at certain times, but that's your body's natural cycle. And when you support it, our body is not naturally dry. Mm-hmm. So dryness is something that is going on. It's either dehydration internally or it's dehydration externally. And if you're using a product that has any type of oils or silicones or anything like that, it blocks your body's natural ability to moisturize itself.
Okay. Again, you know what? I'm going to take a picture of this and I'm going to put it on the Facebook. Mm-hmm. So that unless you have like a document already, if you can post it underneath the video on Facebook. And so it's important that we read every single label. For those of you who have eczema or you have psoriasis or anything like that, I would suggest that you look into some allergies, because that's your skin saying something is not right.
Yes.
And it just doesn't, and putting on, steroids and all these creams is just masking, creating a temporary. And also, if you think that the skin absorbs everything and it goes, how fast does it absorb into the skin, any product?
26 seconds.
26 seconds into the skin. And so that's why some of the products that I have as a marketer to my doctors are medicines. Instead of taking the pill, mm-hmm. you can put it in a certain, like pain medications, you can put it on your skin so it'll deliver it to that area and not go through your gastric system. Mm-hmm. That's why we need to really pay attention to what we are putting in our body and on our body. Mm-hmm. And of course, what happens in our brain is also important as well. Mm-hmm. And so, it's amazing when we make these little tweaks, how our life and our skin changes. And I love the changes that have come from being a Keep Me Safe organic advocate or ambassador or whatever it is that I am. And for those of you who want a career and bring this to your country, right? If people from all over would they be able to do this? If they're from out of state, can they become an advocate?
If they are in the U.S., the business opportunity is only available to U.S. residents right now. The business opportunity, yes.
Okay, so if you want to start a little business that could grow and you can make a difference, this is a way to do it. Just reach out to me if you're interested, and I will put you in contact of Rebecca Black, the people at Keep Me Safe Organics, or you can research it. Go into the website and say, I want to learn a little bit more, and let them know that you heard about it on the Lillian McDermott radio show. and start your business. And it is incredible how much product you get for a small amount of money. Start your business. Where can you start a business? How much is it, Rebecca?
It is $229, and that is your business success kit. That is your digital marketing platform for a year. That is over $500 worth of product. And the beautiful thing is that you don't have to carry any inventory. Most people, whenever you start a business, like me in the salon, my last little salon that I had, I really wanted a beautiful boutique space, and it cost me over $20,000 in furnishings, inventory, color, and the whole shebang for 315 square feet of space. Wow. Now, I ran a very successful business, and I still continue to support the business, but when you go into business, one of the things that will kill you faster than anything is marketing costs, getting the word out there. We've alleviated that. We have a digital platform that we have created for you. All you have to do is share your links. Everything is completely coded to you. You do not have to carry any inventory. That is a huge cost. When people start shopping on your website, it goes right to you. You don't have to reach out to them. You don't have to ship the product. We ship it all for you. And we have a tribe where we do very intense trainings. We do leadership retreats. Yes. We do hands-on trainings every single week to support you in growing your business and helping you achieve whatever goal it is, because it is my heart and my mission to help people to connect and contribute to their family, their community, and their teams. Whoever it is that you team up with in life, in family, and in business, it is my passion to help you have a better connection and help you contribute more to them. And the more you earn, the more you're able to contribute to those things. You know, you think about, local homeless shelters, local sharing centers, your churches, your schools, charities that you're passionate about, causes that you are passionate about. Isn't it so amazing to be the person in the room that you don't need any recognition, but you know that someone was able to receive a treatment, someone was able to give their kids food, someone was able to learn something from you that they've gone on to be able to support themselves. It's so amazing to be able to contribute to your community and your tribe that way.
Yes, absolutely. And I agree with that. And that's why we've aligned, the show has aligned with Keep Me Safe Organics. We believe in the same values. And it was a vetting process here. I was really tough on Rebecca, and she stuck it out with me. And I'm really appreciative that I see those muscles. Okay. So Gabby wants to know real quick before we end our segment, what to do with dry scalp. And I know that this is a passion of yours as well.
Okay, so Gabby, it's going to depend on what's causing this dry scalp. So I need to know, how often are you shampooing? What kind of shampoo are you using? And if you are shampooing more than 2 to 3 times a week, you're probably drying your scalp out on your own, because your scalp is not meant to be washed more than every other day. I only wash my hair twice a week. And so this is what I tell all of my clients. This is what I hear. Well, I go to the gym and I get sweaty. Please don't wash your hair. What I want you to do, if you need to rinse your hair, a lot of people, it's just that, oh, I don't feel like I'm, the sweat, I can't get the sweat off. Okay, well, I want you to rinse your hair really, really well after you're done working out, whatever it is that's causing you to sweat. And then just put your conditioner from the mid shaft to end. So grab it right there at your ears and then just pull it all the way down. And do not put any conditioner up here. Let your scalp re-moisturize itself. And shampoo twice a week. If you are using a shampoo that has harsh stripping agents in it,
like what? Like
glycols, any sulfates. Mm-hmm. Sulfates are the big ones because those are like salts that kind of dry everything out. So think about when you put salt on your skin, on your tongue, it sucks that moisture out. So those salts can dry your scalp out. Glycols, Glycols, are another thing that can cause your skin to be dry. And fragrance is another thing that can dry your skin out.
SLS?
SLS, SLS and SLES. So there's sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, and there's sodium laureth, ETH sulfate, SLES. And SLES is the really big offender in the category, but sodium lauryl sulfate is also, we have better options out there. And
what would be the ingredient to look for because that's what makes it foam, and it's a degreaser. So that's a really bad for the scalp.
Yep. And so because you want to support your body's natural ability to produce oil. And so
what are they using instead for the companies that are good?
They use a plant-derived, there are a bunch of different ones. There's, I can say them, but there's like decylglucosides, cocoa glucosides, quinoa bark extract. There's a bunch of coconut-derived sudsing agents, foaming agents. The coconut is a beautiful, beautiful thing that we derive a lot of really good cosmetic ingredients from. So there's a lot of different plant-based options that we can use. And so a lot of manufacturers will put on there like coconut derived or plant derived. And so that way, you know, where that ingredient came from, you know, the plant source for that.
Very good.
So I would venture to say that it's probably her frequency of shampooing and the shampoo that she is using that is probably causing the dryness of the scalp. So once she gets on a regular routine, she'll be good to go.
I didn't realize you can just wash your hair without, shampooing it. So you can just wash it. And then you said use the conditioner from the ears down.
Ears down. Yep.
Very
because
good.
Conditioner, so the function of conditioner is to mimic your scalp's natural oil. So conditioner should never really need to go on the root because your scalp produces the oil. And as we brush our hair, that's why they say brush your hair every day, because it evenly distributes the oils down the shaft of the hair. So depending on the length of your hair, you may not need conditioner at all. Like really fine hair and if you have an oily scalp, you probably don't need conditioner because conditioner is just mimicking what your body already produces. So save yourself some money. But when you brush your hair every day, like me, I have very long hair. So you brush that hair every day, distribute that oil through the scalp. And whenever I wear my hair curly, which it is naturally, I leave my conditioner in from mid shaft to ends. To get that oil all the way down, I leave it in.
Wow. Okay. I learned some great stuff today. Thank you for that question. And also I want to, before we go, I want to identify some of my affiliate sponsors. Of course, Keep Me Safe Organics. I want to encourage you to go click the button on Keep Me Safe Organics. And if you enter code Lily10, even if you go straight to Keep Me Safe Organics worldwide website, enter Lily10 and you will get that 10% off your entire purchase. And that's my gift to you. And so another one that I want, especially you, Victoria, you were talking about not having insurance. This is a great alternative. And Rebecca and I have been talking about First Alternative Care. It's a 24/7 medical telemedicine for family practice, dermatology, 3 hours a year of behavioral health counseling. And this is unlimited. So this is for your entire household for $35 a month. $35 a month for the entire household. If you are a family, a business owner, and you have employees that you would like to offer this to, the more employees you have, the less expensive it is. So if this is something that you call from the privacy of your own home, there's a button for First Alternative Care. Click it to learn more at whenyouneedafriend.com. Also, we have the pharmacy on Merritt Island. For those of you who are tuning in locally, Merritt Island, the pharmacy, mention Lily and you'll get 20% off. Mention Lily sent you and you'll get 20% off your first order at at the pharmacy, and they are off of Courtney, right next to the, I guess TJ Maxx is right there, and Publix. And so for those of you who are local, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not local, then you may want to drive down here. Maybe not to save 20%, but it's a great place to ask Ross any questions that you might have as well. So I want to thank you guys for watching today. If you guys have any questions, always feel free to text me or call me, 407-373-5959. And I'm looking forward. Oh, before we go, I just want to remind you, the 7th person to send me a message on the messenger at Lillian's radio show will get 2 people. The 7th and the 9th. We'll do that for today. And so thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you share this video, like it, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, become subscriber at whenyouneedafriend.com. Until we meet again. Thank you, Rebecca. Anything else that you want to add before we go?
I just want to add that if you don't want to enter the contest and be the 7th or 9th, and you just want to go ahead and get your hands on not only this, but any other thing that we offer. And the bomb is the bomb. It is so good. If you want to save 10% off of your entire purchase, go to whenyouneedafriend.com, click the green tree, Keep Me Safe logo, shop, and then at checkout, you will enter the code LILLY10, LILLY10, and Miss Lillian is very graciously giving all of you guys 10% off of your total purchase. So thank you for that, Lillian. We appreciate you.
My pleasure. It's all about giving back. And, sometimes, what I love about Keep Me Safe Organics is it is affordable. That was one of the things that I was looking for, affordability and accountability, and that it looked good and that it stayed on all day. I tell the story about when I go to the chiropractor, and every time I go face down, and I was using expensive products for my face. It's like my whole face was there in that tiny little sheet. And it was like the Shroud of Turin. I don't know the name of where the face of Jesus, the reflection. And but for me, it was like my whole entire makeup is there. Right there. I remember after I used Keep Me Safe Organics, my chiropractor said, "Oh wow, I love how you look today. Your skin looks great, amazing." I said, "Well, I just started wearing Keep Me Safe Organics," and so I said, this is going to be the indicator that this product is good. And I went on face down, nothing, just the oil on my skin came off, Rebecca.
Yes.
And I was hooked. You had there. So,
and you didn't have to be sad that you left $50 on the
that's right.
on the thing right there.
It's affordable. It lasts a long time. So if you look at the pricing for Keep Me Safe Organics, divide it by 2 or 3, depending on how much makeup you wear. For me, I wear a lot of makeup every day because of the show, but I love those days where I just get to wear the squalane, although it's always under me. And of course, we didn't even talk about the moisturizer today, but this is one of my favorites.
Talk about that next time.
Yeah, we'll talk about the moisturizer. And we'll say goodbye. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, you can always send me a message. So until next time, we'll see you again. We'll see you soon.
Lillian.
Bye.
Bye-bye.